What's up, guys? This is Decay Manga, and I am Zach Williams,
And
artist.
I'm Cody.
And yeah, I'm here with Cody, um, writer of Decay Manga,
Yeah.
and just kind of come in here and talk with you guys a little bit. First time meeting Cody here, so yeah, we want to just talk with you guys about Decay a little bit. Not gonna reveal too much because we don't want to spoil everything, but
I would be very good at it.
yeah, same here. There's a lot of stuff we could talk about really with it. But we want to keep it locked up. So for the time being, that way, as the chapters go on, we can show it with you with the story and the artwork. I guess this video we kind of just want to talk to you guys a little bit, talk about anime, talk about manga,
Yeah.
and
also to announce that we are entering the Show and Jump Tezuka manga competition.
yeah, I made a video about it too. We can tell you guys, we're entering it. We've seen a good bit of entries, and then some
Some that don't deserve to be in there. At least in our opinion, there was some that was fan art.
Yes,
Really.
yeah, some was fan art. Then we looked at one that actually was copied. It was called Tails Gets Trolled. We were just actually looking at
Oh
that.
my God! Just wait, guys. You're gonna see it. You're gonna see so many fucking mangas drop or whatever stories drop like it's nothing. It's gonna look like flies dropping out in the air.
Yeah, some was really good on there though. We forget some. I looked at one called Armageddon, and then another one called Fallen Angel. That's pretty good.
I read one
then,
called Combat Academy.
Yeah, that one's pretty good too. The cover art on that one is really good too.
The story is interesting, but he just gives me too much of a Goku vibe because he had this it was like a normal protagonist who had this flat hairstyle and whatnot, and then here comes this big looking Samoan dude
Yeah.
with some armor. He was like, "Get out of my way, scrub," and some crap like that, and all of a sudden the guy found a forbidden book and read it in like 2 seconds. Was like, "Yeah, I know the technique. I copied it."
Yeah, all in all, the art was all in all the artwork. We kind of just been skimming through the artwork, and we're gonna be reading it a good bit of it and just see how the story is. I read another one, Ethereal. Remember that one? The one that one really did look like Goku, or it looked a good bit like Dragon Ball.
He has a heavy
Dragon Ball.
he has a heavy influence of Akira Toriyama.
Yeah, I mean One Piece does too, but his body's in his he just has different artwork. Oda does from One Piece, but I guess for the rest of this, we don't make it too long video. Keep it like maybe up to 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes. We can talk about manga a little bit in anime. I guess our kind of our favorite ones. Last year, or actually a couple years, 2 years, like 2 years back, I started reading Berserk, and I showed Cody it, and he started loving Berserk too. That's one that I was reading, and I didn't like Berserk at first. First time I seen it, I was like, man, this is crap, because it's like older anime styles, which a lot of days we're not used to that because we've been used to the more modern look of anime, like Bleach.
Well,
and
early
Up.
2000s, anime had a certain look to them and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And it was simple and it wasn't too complicated and too realistic. And nowadays with the animations more advanced, and now they're trying to make it more realistic, like so real.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's kind of ruining it because if you look at Berserk online on Netflix or something, the animation makes him look like he's a robot.
Yeah, definitely the newer one. They just did not do it justice.
Nah, if you compare that to the movies, which was set, I think they made them in the 2008, a little, or maybe younger than that, like the 1997. If you compare it, 1997's animation is a lot better. I will say the fight scenes in New Age anime is a lot better.
Yeah.
So that's something like that. One of my all-time favorites is still Bleach.
Yeah.
Because Bleach isn't will never die.
That actually be how much I've actually give it crap. I put that in my top 5. There's a lot of styles really.
It gets so in depth, and I believe even with how much they threw at us, and I know some of it was really just filler, but from what you just watched, I felt like it could have gone into depth with the squads even more because there were so many interesting characters out of it. like
Yeah.
Kenpachi, Renji was one, Rukia, Byakuya Kuchiki, stuff like that.
Yeah, a lot of animes once they get that big, such, because
Fan thing grows.
I can honestly say I did not see a lot of plot holes in Full Metal Alchemist. Full Metal Alchemist was clean, straight all the way through.
Oh,
Like, they answered everything.
Oh yeah, but they also made some infamous moments.
Yeah.
Like that fucking Chimera dog. Everyone knows in anime that's a no-no.
Yeah.
I would have to say for my top, I'm gonna put Overlord in there.
Overlord.
Overlord's a really great anime. It's I've been reading it too. I haven't read it in a long time because I guess the chapters stopped on the site I was using, so I haven't been reading in a long time. But stupid commercial. Anyway, and it's all about like a guy. It's almost like the SAO feel where they get stuck in a game, but this guy's maxed out, has a strong guild, and then he becomes that character for real this time, and it becomes a real world, and it's all about him trying to take over the world.
See, Cody knows about all the different kinds of anime. Like I was, the most modern one I got into like right now is Tower Guy, but I only watched like a couple episodes. So
I explore. I just started one yesterday called Fairy End. It's I actually like it. It has a World War II feel to me, but it's just because of the style of clothing and stuff, and it kind of makes me want to make a story like that because I actually do like the feel.
Yeah, that's what I like about mangas, because we have comic world too, and a lot of people go comic versus manga world, and manga just has a lot of different storylines, and it feels like to me comics you get couple characters throughout the comic book industry, and they stick with those characters all the way through. And surprisingly, One Piece has went on for a very, very long time.
It's never gonna end.
Yeah, Dragon Ball too. They keep on making. They make every other decade, every other 5 years they come out
That
with a new
manga's still
Dragon
going
Ball Z
strong.
series.
Dragon Ball Super is still going strong.
Yeah,
They just introduced a new fucking creature that apparently can suck god energy, so apparently that's the only way to stop Goku now.
I'm not even sure how old Akira is, but
72.
gosh, he's still going. Unless he has people drawing for him. He probably has people drawing for him too, so he probably has like a lot of assistants. One of the biggest names in it. And I was just looking up Tezuka too, and I was looking up some of his stuff. Did you know that it's gotten a lot of heat? There was a new video on it. There's two different versions of Lion King.
Yeah, Simba, and then there's Kimba or Kumba.
Kimba, yeah.
It sounds like Pumbaa. Do you get that too? Akira Pumbaa or some crap?
I'm not sure what's the real thing with that. People say that it's from Japan, and they say that it's copied, and some people say it's not. There's one dude, I forget his name. His name starts with a Y on here. I was looking at his video the other day, and he had a 2-hour video proving that Disney didn't really steal it from them, but I don't know.
I mean, they probably got a base from it. It's different if you get a base for it.
I have no idea, but let's keep on going with it. Another one of my favorites, too. Cowboy Bebop.
I was just about to say, I know that one's yours.
Yeah, that's like one of everyone's.
I have to say I'm probably gonna give it another shot once I figure out the order for it, but I'm gonna say Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah, actually, I bought the DVD. You know what's over there.
Oh, really? Yeah, I won't say it's a top anime, but I would feel like it is. Oh yeah, you did what I did.
Yeah, I went ahead and bought the DVD
for $15 ain't bad.
Yeah, our sponsor that we're trying to get with Pop Vault. Well, if you hear a knock, that's my nephew. He's being stupid. But if we'll put Pop Vault in the description below. It's a cool store over here where we're living. We're trying to get sponsorships with them. You'll hear a little bit more about them in the future from us too. So
more unlikely.
Yeah, throughout the manga, we're probably going to be putting advertisements in there, so you'll see some of the stuff by them. They got some good stuff. I bought Pop Vault. From there, I bought Ghost in the Shell.
That's the
Standalone Complex.
That's the first one, I think.
Complete collection for $15. So.
To be honest, all movies aren't supposed to be canon, but apparently Ghost in the Shell is the one few that has an exception to that.
Yeah, I was watching. I was like, because the first couple episodes, that's when you're getting into the story.
Yeah, and their story's already heading like middle or some crap, and they're just like, yeah, we're here to stop the android rising, and I'm just like, but I don't understand how it started. So what the hell? Then all of a sudden they're like, boosh. I'm just like, I don't understand.
When I first watched Ghost of Show when I was a kid, I was like, what the crap is this? This is stupid. I was like, I want to watch Dragon Ball Z. But now when you actually start making your own manga, you actually start reading the stories and everything, he's like, this is some awesome crap.
Now, I will say, my list has not been finished for top animes. I will say an honorable mention. It's still growing. I haven't found a perfect top 10. Sadly, Dragon Ball Z likes to shift through my list, but it's always going to be there.
Dragon Ball Z was our...
it was our gateway.
Yeah, as a kids, like... Plus, it had all the action that we could ever want. That's really... We just wanted to see...
It was all so cool. Even if you don't see shit, like they're fighting and shit, and all of a sudden all the thing you saw was their fists and their elbows matching and locking up. You were just like, that's fucking badass.
Yeah. Yeah, I say Dragon Ball Z. It goes on and off for me. Dragon Ball 2. I guess another one of mine would be... I'm going to just throw Tower of God in there. Just because of what it's doing right now, being on Webtoons and it gets an anime, that's a game changer.
Yeah, Webtoons is now becoming one of that stuff. Netflix is picking stuff up, too. They actually just bought stock in anime, so now they're getting every stuff like that. Like, it's just got confirmed next month they will be showing off One Piece, the first couple seasons
on Netflix.
On Netflix.
I'm hoping to be a good dub version too.
I heard Luffy's dub voice. It's not that bad. I wouldn't say that. I want to say Full Metal was really good in my list, but I'm not going to say that either.
Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah, I'm not going to say it's in my top. It's an honorable mention for sure. I like Full Metal a lot, but
yeah, I like Gantz a lot too. I don't know if it'll be in my top 5 though.
Usually, if you have a top, it has to be something. You can go back and watch over and over, and you won't get bored with it. Because that's why I like Overlord so much. I like that. Dragon Ball Z, I never get old. I mean, I don't watch it over and over because I know what's gonna happen. But I played the game so many times. I go through the sagas again. So
I would want to put Naruto on my list too, because actually one of my favorite Naruto battles is one that is not liked as much. What's your favorite Naruto battle?
I think the one that comes to mind is Naruto versus Sasuke from the first series, where it was the end, where
that was a great
Sasuke
battle.
was just about to go off with Orochimaru.
Yeah, that I think honestly, some of the stuff in the regular Naruto is better than Shippuden. But the battle that stuck out the most to me was actually Sakura and the old lady.
Oh, Chio.
Yeah, old lady Chio. I was like, because just how the puppets, like, this is just crazy.
Yeah, and all freaking Sakura could do is just say cha and just punch shit.
Yeah. I think some of the animation on that is good too, but of course the battle animation now is stupid good. It's like orgasmic. just to watch battles now.
Man, you need to look up some videos on this. I highly recommend just watching some battle scenes from Demon Slayer. Like the anime.
I watched some top 10 anime battles and Demon Slayer was like number 3. I was like, man,
dude,
this
animation
awesome.
for that fucking anime, like, I've never seen anything like it. The water felt realistic and it moved. It was great.
I'd put One Punch Man up there now too. One Punch Man, it's
I can't take it seriously.
Yeah, you can't. It's hard to take.
Like
One
every
Punch
time
Man
they bring
seriously.
a villain in, they're like, "I can destroy the world," and he just walks up and taps them and like drops them.
It's hard. It would be hard to make that serious. I think the only thing that would actually make that really serious is when if One Punch Man would be
able to do more than one punch.
Yeah.
I think there is. I think it's in the end of the series, though.
Yeah, he's not gonna do. Yeah, he won't do something like that until the end of this series.
He has no development. He just sits there and just wants to get food for ramen. He's like a college student that's poor.
Yeah, at this point, how much chapters does One Punch Man? Let me see how much chapters One Punch Man has. Because honestly, 113 chapters. Because honestly, to have this at 300 chapters, he's gonna have to go on a long time. He's gonna have to make one punch. He's gonna have to mold him because I haven't read a lot of chapters yet, so I need to go ahead and start reading more chapters on One Punch Man. How much chapters of that have you read?
None.
You haven't read none. I got the first volume down there.
Oh, I lied. I read probably like 4 chapters.
That's pretty much the first volume.
I gave it a shot.
Yeah, my favorite.
After a few chapters of any anime, manga, manga, and maybe a couple episodes of the anime, I judge it, and then if I'm gonna continue or not, if I'm interested. Like I want to be sitting at work thinking, after I get off work, I want to go keep watching. But if it's like one of those animes that just don't keep my attention, I'm not gonna go back.
It wouldn't be one of the top one story in art wise, because honestly, one of the top, I think my number one would actually be Berserk now. Just because.
Oh, Berserk is fucking insane.
Yeah.
Like the fucking rape scene, like he had his fucking disturbed mind.
That's disturbed, man. That's PTSD.
Man, I know he wants
shell shock.
I understood that he wanted to make an impact to show that like Griffin was that, and it's so brutal how he had no skin beforehand and he was just broken. But like, for him to rape the girl he liked in front of fucking Berserk, in front of fucking
Miura is like just
what's
straight savage. He don't care.
Yeah.
And then he also takes long hiatuses.
Or Guts. That's it. That's
Guts is like the best. One of the best characters. He's overpowered, but you can see that even though he's overpowered, he loses a lot of blood. He's not like Goku. He just goes in there, powers up a couple times, and destroys everything. And then
I will say one anime that I think is overhyped, unless it's gonna change my mind. I keep going to it.
Dr. Stone.
No, Dr. Stone I actually do really like.
Yeah,
I like
good.
the concept of it using science.
I was liking 20th Century Boys too.
Yeah, the one anime I can never watch because I'm not interested in it.
With the
somehow.
boob attacks.
No,
Remember
I'm
that
actually
one?
interested in that.
Remember that? I forget what it was named.
Oh, I remember what its name. I read the manga.
What was the name?
Oh my fucking god, I can't remember now. Like something was like they literally had a girl spinning in her ass, and she goes pile driver, or they put the butt cheeks on their head and pile drives the head into the concrete. It was so weird.
I didn't know what
This
was
one
going
lady did
on.
this where she twisted the boobs all around like a screwdriver, and then it just went and like it comes a drill. It's so bad. It was so imaginative what you do with girls' tits and other stuff.
But what was you were saying?
One anime I can never watch. I've tried. It's so popular. It's taken the world by storm. Was Attack on Titan. I cannot watch it for the life of me.
The movie was kind of. I watched the movie, I think, and the movie was kind of new to me. Let's just say
because
that.
this year it's getting its final season. It's done.
It's getting its final season.
It's done.
It's good though.
They showed the main character finally grown up or something, and I guess he's. I don't know. I don't know anything about the story. He's probably a villain now or something. He has like an 8-pack. It's like 6 foot something, and like apparently his body's dying or some crap, but he's like the strongest Titan. And I'm just like, the fuck is this?
How much chapters does that have?
You don't want to know. Probably like 200 something. Attack on Man.
I should have I forgot to put chapters. How many chapters will there be? Okay,
122.
That ain't bad. I mean, that's a good run. Honestly, I think 100 chapters is a good run. Like that give you about 50. How much episodes?
It has 3 seasons.
3 seasons. It'll get its final season.
Yeah.
It's great because that's actually it's biblically based when you think about it, because giants in the Bible, same thing. But
I didn't think they were all naked.
Yeah, the way they did that is like
one of them
crazy.
looked like fucking Hillary Clinton.
Yeah, they're pretty much Nephilim. That's what they are, isn't it? Something like that, Nephilim.
I don't fucking know. I played the game. The game's fun.
Yeah, I think why you're having a hard time watching is just because I don't know, something about the way it is. It feels like it's when is it based? Like what year is it?
Sometime.
Is it probably like biblical time? It feels that way.
They have guns. They have swords.
Yeah.
They have steam engines, trains, on boats.
Yeah, it's like what when people think like during those times, like ancient times, people think people were just living in caves. It's like, nah, we built the pyramids, dudes. It's like, do you know how much technology it took to build pyramids? So they're not just running around in caves with sticks.
So 2 animes I do want to. I gotta finish this one, which is Samurai Champloo.
Oh,
I gotta finish that.
Yeah.
And the other one I like is called Drifters.
Drifters.
It's really fucking good. It has these people from different time periods coming together.
I think you told me about that.
Yeah, it's really interesting. I wish it had a second season. I'm waiting on it someday, hopefully. But I love that. Rosario Vampire is one. I liked High School of the Dead.
Yeah, I heard about those too. You always told me about those too.
High School of the Dead was going to get a second season this year, but the manga author died.
Oh, wow.
So
hopefully that won't happen to Muta.
Oh, if One Piece never ends, like I think there will be more than just normal riots. There will be riots in the anime community. Like Japan will not be safe.
Yeah, he's gotta finish that. He's heading towards a finish though. I've heard.
You hear that all the time. Apparently, one interview was like, he was like, I don't know the ending. You'll find out the ending when I know the ending because I just go for the ride. And I'm just like, how you not know the fucking ending? You make it.
It's like they give us. It's like One Piece. It's like act like it's gonna end, but then it doesn't. Everybody's like, it's gonna end, and then they keep on going.
Yeah, they go to a samurai period now. They're in the samurai. Fucking went from pirates to samurais. I'm just waiting for the next time to go into fucking guns. Oh yeah, I am One Piece. I am Gonu.
You see, my problem is that daggone when I just want to see all the battles. Because I'll just look up all the like I did with Berserk. I just looked up all the. Remember, I was looking up all the battles in Berserk, and I was like, "Dude, this is happening." I was like, "How did you get that far?" I was like, I didn't. I'm just waiting and watching the battles. Because the battles with when
Guts
versus
what was it?
Guts
like the
versus
fucking.
Zod.
Oh god, that's so great.
Now they animated that pretty well.
No, the one battle I always remember was Guts versus that. I think I told you it was that Storm Cloud Genie dude. Remember, he actually rode Zod as he was going in the sword.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like it was stupid. Like this guy was like so unbeatable.
Yeah, I think he's like one of the strongest. Man, I have so much reading to do.
That armor, like, dude, he has. I gotta give him props. That guy has a twisted sense of fucking mind to make that story.
Oh yeah, he had a twisted mind.
I wonder what kind of childhood he had, because he thinks all this shit. Like, unless he just watches horror movies for like fucking bed.
Now the horror guys, now they do some crazy like that. Other guy I was talking to you about Junji Ito.
Spirals.
Is it Junji? Yeah, Spiral World. I was like, what the heck, man? And then there's this one about this lady that's across the. Remember that one across the
Yeah, the water or something.
Yeah, it was like in a different apartment on the other. This lady was so ugly, it's like hideous. She's not even human or something.
We might want to end the video. I think we've been going on for too long.
Okay, guys. We're done talking about anime and manga. I'm just gonna give you a look. Patreon, $1 per month. Tier 1, Tier 2, 5, Tier 3, 10. And if you want to see the due dates or the release dates, we got release date and then we got pre-release dates. So
I'm just gonna say this about the manga: it does not give anything away. One of the heaviest influences that you'll get from it is from Kenichi the Maya's disciple. I am a huge martial arts fan.
Yeah, it's got a lot of that in it.
So I read that and loved it to death. It's in my list. It's huge comedy, but watching all these different martial artists come together and fight, even in anime, it's so great. I get so much influence off of it.
Yeah, I gotta give Cody props to that because looking up that stuff and just kind of learning that also, a lot of anime and mangas, they actually do have fighting styles they actually look up and everything. They don't. I mean, they could just go off of just randomness too.
Yeah.
But some of it is actually, it's got a base to it. It's got actual fighting styles. So.
It is a challenge. I've learned a bunch of just basics. I still have to go back and look it up, but I know basis for Muay Thai, Salat, Aikido, Krav Maga, stuff like that, and I talk about it with my coworkers too. I study martial arts. I don't know how to fucking do it, but I can know some of it. I know how the basis works. So it's going to be really interesting to see how they all blend.
Yeah, and we're gonna be like, we're in the middle of it right now, and like you said, we're gonna be on the contest, Tezuka manga contest, and we just
I will
hope for the best.
I will say, if you guys want to read it, the submissions on there, you can read the manga there too. But
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying don't read it, because we need all the fucking votes that we can get.
Excuse me.
But yeah, come support us on Patreon, and you can get some more high-in-depth introductions into the characters themselves. Because I will admit, out of all my little character babies in this, Saliria is really, really on the top. So it's pretty interesting. I think she's one of my favorites.
Yep. All right, guys. We'll catch you guys later. Thanks for viewing this video. Peace.
See you soon.